Okay, Alan, this is the seated pigeon stretch. Cross your ankle over your opposite thigh. Sit nice and tall. That's it. Take an inhale here. And exhale. You can fold your top body toward your shin, keeping your head straight. So pull your chin back a little bit, sit nice and tall, and you're just kind of leaning your body forward. That's it. Staying for 5 breaths. So Alan, this is the half kneeling hip flexor stretch. You're in a half kneeling position. You're going to squeeze your left glute. Hands are going to come to your right thigh, top of your right thigh, to feel your core engaged. Both hands. Good. You should feel a stretch in the front of your left hip. Good. Holding for 5 breaths. Good. Keep your back flat, Alan. Just pull your rib cage down. Yeah, that's it. Tuck your back toes under. That's it. And rock the hips back in space. So you're rocking back and forth on your hands. And you're getting right groin here. Yep. Just rocking back and forth about 10 times. If you turn your toes up, right toes, you can get a little bit more inner hamstring. Good. Okay, Alan, this is world's greatest stretch. So you're in a wide stance on the bottom. Take your right palm, place it down to the floor, right next to your left foot. Yes. And now reach your left arm up into the air. Your gaze follows your left arm. Good. And take your left shoulder blade and pull it in toward your spine. Step your right knee back just a touch to get a little bit more of a groin stretch. Yes. We're going to stay 5 breaths in this position. Once you reach 5 breaths, you can switch your hands. So bring your left hand down. Good. And reach the right arm up.
I don't even have to switch legs.
Nope. I mean, you are going to switch legs, but first we're going to do both arms. Good. So we're getting some nice thoracic rotation here, as well as opening up the hips. So for the glute bridge exercise, bring your rib cage down, low back flat. So that's it. Good. Separate your feet hips width distance apart. Separate your knees. Put a little tension in that band, which is up around your knees. You're going to squeeze your backside and lift up off the mat. That's it.
Ooh, wow. Getting a cramp.
Yeah, hamstring cramp. Yeah, that's common. Good, lower it down. So we're just coming up. Reset the core each time so you don't lose that neutral pelvis. That's it. Good, so we're just coming up, pause, and lower it down. Now for the clamshell, roll over onto your right side. This is for the outer hip muscle. You're going to swing your feet out a little bit. Yes, just like that. Keep the inner edges of your feet together and open up your knees. We're doing about 12 reps or so. We want to feel a burn right in your left back pocket. So that's that left glute. Takes a couple reps before you feel it, but that's where you want to feel the work, is in that left butt cheek. Nice. So Alan, this is a progression of the double leg bridge. This is called a single leg bridge. So this makes it harder than the double leg bridge. We have one knee into your chest. We're driving through the foot on the floor to lift your pelvis up off the floor. So in this case, your left glute is driving that pelvis up. You can keep your fingertips on your hip pointers in the front to kind of gauge that you're keeping your hips level. You feeling that? A secret weapon on your soccer team. This is the farmer's carry. So you're carrying 2 heavy weights at your sides. The idea is to stand tall. Good. Really crush the grip on those kettlebells or dumbbells or whatever you're holding. I bet you could do purple.
I wouldn't want to do 5 minutes.
No, that's what I'm saying. Start with 3 minutes and build up.
And then these are nice because of the handles. I don't know what other weight I could use.
Well, dumbbells.
Oh, dumbbell.
Yeah. Farmer's carry. This is an eccentric hamstring slider. You're going to do a glute bridge. Slide the heels out away from your seat and then drop your seat and slide the heels back in. So lift, heels slide away, drop your backside, and heels slide back in. You should feel the work being done mid-hamstring. Good. Again, I just want you to kind of think about pulling your rib cage down toward your waistband. So in other words, you want to think about taking your lower ribs, knitting them down towards your waist. That's it. Good. So Alan, this is your goblet squat. You're holding a weight at your chest. I want you to think about engaging your core on the way down, keeping your knees tracking over your toes. That looks great. That's so much better than when you started. Wow. Good. If you want to make this a little bit more challenging, you can bring the weight offset, meaning as you come down, you're going to press the weight forward toward me. That's it. Good. And breathe. And inhale. Good. This is a split squat to a pad. So we've got a dowel for support, or you could use a doorway. We're just dropping that back knee down to barely touch the pad, nice and slow and controlled. Core is engaged. You want about 75% of the weight on your front leg, 25% of the weight back leg. And you want your knee, front knee, going straight over your front angle, sort of 90 degrees when you come to the bottom position. So your stance here is a little bit short. Just broaden your stance a little bit front to back. Good. Ball of your back foot. Nice. Yep. That looks great. That's the split squat. For the reverse lunge, you're going to step back and just slowly, nice and easy, slowly just tap that knee down. Good. And step it forward. You can progress this to do it with weights, holding weights in each hand down at your sides. Once you get more confident with this exercise, you can, first step will be to take away your dowel or your support. Good. Let's switch sides. Let's see how the other side looks. So left foot steps back. Good. Let's get some tension in that right arm. So make a fist with that right arm. Hold it about 45 degrees away from your side. Yeah. Generate a lot of tension in the body. Good. Reverse lunge. Front plank exercise. Forearms are pressing into the mat. Really squeeze your glutes, squeeze your quads, press your heels back behind you, and press up through the area between your shoulder blades. Keep your gaze down at your thumbs. So almost like you're kind of tuck your chin a slight amount. That's it. Keep the hips up just a touch. That's it. Great. Shoulder. Good. Keep your collarbones nice and broad. Yes. And from there, this is a side plank, by the way. Lift your hips high. Engage with that right oblique. You can keep your knees down on the ground. Knees down and just lift the hips and pelvis. Good. If you want a greater challenge, you can take your left arm and reach it high. Keeping that rib cage open, pack your shoulder down and back. Good. A secret weapon on your soccer team. This is the farmer's carry.